Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TMNT and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Volume 2 issue number 4. And this issue was really interesting for a variety of different reasons, and it's really good, but at the same time, with the way that they're setting things up for the final issue, it's going to be interesting to see how to tackle a lot of things. So yeah, it's a really interesting issue, I'd say. Okay, so to start this review off, there's like 3 ways which I'm going to do this, because there's like 3 little segments which I do throughout this issue, which I'm going to be talking about. Okay, so the first one I'm going to be talking about is the Beam Rocksteady scenes with Bulk and Skull, and they were pretty interesting to say the very least. So in these scenes, you do get to see Beam Rocksteady catch the Bulk and Skull and brought to Rita Repulsor, and she says basically you need to find out stuff about the Power Rangers and stuff like that. Bulk and Skull says that they know the Power Rangers and stuff like that, and that they can make Beam Rocksteady rich and famous. So while they're on TV, Beam Rocksteady basically mentions to the whole world basically Krang, Rita Repulsor has something big coming for the Power Rangers as well as for the entire world. And again, there's not really too much I can really say here. It's all like a big setup still scene, and I don't really think else to really say about it. Now overall, I'd say that these scenes were pretty decent. There's not exactly too much I can really say here, but you know, it was pretty decent enough to see where this does go. I still wouldn't mind like seeing these 2 characters again like interacting with one another, as well as though Bulk and Skull as well as Rocksteady and Beam are like really like great characters that you'd expect to like team up and just do like weird and wacky stuff. And yeah, so I'll like to see a lot more of those 2 teaming up again, but yeah. Okay, so then for the next bit which I'm going to talk about is the Power Rangers stuff and stuff on Earth. Now during this scene we do get to see more of the Power Rangers taking on the Stone Soldiers, other Power Ranger villains, as well as even some of the Turtle villains such as like Leatherhead and Slash. Now during this scene we do get to see Mossman's attend the Power Rangers. Basically you got to embrace your mutant side and let the human side go, and it's decent enough. And then get to a really interesting part about the issue. We do get to see the Green Power Ranger mutant fighting Leatherhead, and this is something which I've been wanting for quite a while. Now in issue 1 of volume 2 I did say that I did want to see a lot more different interactions this time, and this one seeing the Green Power Ranger interacting with Leatherhead fighting, I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I just really love this bit. I will say that it's a little bit too short, but what we did get with just those 2 interacting was just all I needed really. I do think that this fight was like really fun and was just really great, and I say if I've seen like more characters interact that like most likely wouldn't have interacted, it's just again so great. And it's just amazing, and I wish we could have seen a lot more of it. But after the Power Rangers have finished dealing with all the villains on Earth, there's when we do get to see Krang has come down to Earth and is in a Megazord type suit. Now I do think overall this could be a really interesting like idea, depending on how they really use it in the next issue. Now overall I don't think his design is overly that great. I just think it just looks, I don't know, it doesn't look that good. I think that like there are elements of the Zord bit in there, but I just don't think it really looks like visually pleasing. I don't know, I just think that because like when you look at the Zord and then you look at this, there are like elements of the Zord in there, like such as the face and the colours, but I think there's a lot of like Krang in there as well, which I know is supposed to be good and all that, but at the same time, there's something about it that just makes it not really feel like a Zord Krang. So I'll be interested to see where this whole idea goes. But with the actual idea itself, I'm not too sure where they could actually take this idea, because we've only got 1 issue left. I sort of really find it hard to believe that they're going to do a really big spectacular battle and do amazing things with this and use this idea to its full advantage. But I don't know, I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do with it, because I'm holding out hope for it, but at the same time it's sort of a bit hard to when all the most recent Toll comics are a little bit disappointing. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do, but it's going to be hard to hold out hope for it. When Dimension X, we did stuff with the Turtles and with Shredder, and this was quite interesting to say the very least. While Shredder and the Turtles are going over to Technodrome, both of them ask each other why they do the things which they do, and the Turtles reveal basically they want to help everyone, and they sort of want to get praised and accepted by the people even though they won't do it, and Shredder says that he wants to get a statue. So it's an interesting thing which I feel like is a really great thing to really like delve into with these characters, but at the same time I don't think it really works for these characters in a way. Now what I mean by that is that the fact that this is like this own separate universe for this version of the Turtles, and we don't really have much of a connection with these characters so far, and I'd say that if this was supposed to be in another universe where we've had like a better connection with these characters, such as like the IW comics, any of the TV shows, anything like that, where we'd actually have a better connection with these characters, then I'd say that this would actually be a bit more impactful. But I'd say that because we don't really have any connections to these versions of the characters, it just like comes with, okay, yeah, if you're doing that, but okay. But when we're inside the Technodrome, we do have two different teams. We've got Leonardo and Raphael just fighting a lot of, I think they're potties and stuff like that. And then we've got Donatello and Michelangelo teaming up with the Shredder, going off to find the Power Node. And that's when Mikey finds the Dimension X, Power X morphers. And basically Mikey decides to take them. So then go into the next scene, and then Karai's there. I won't lie, I honestly did forget that Karai was actually in this series. She was in issue 1 for about like a few pages, and then she was gone. So it's great to have her back, but she did feel a bit weird just including her all of a sudden in this little bit here, but you know, it's pretty cool, I'd say. And then going into the next scene, we do get to see the Turtles, Shredder and Karai going against loads of Power Ranger villains, and it's pretty cool, I'd say, seeing all these Power Ranger villains. I wish that I knew a bit more about the Power Ranger side so you could be a bit more excited about seeing all these different villains. Unfortunately I can't, but it's decent enough, I would say. And then that's when we do get to see the Turtles power up and become the new Power Rangers, the Power Extreme or Power Ranger X, I think they're called. And it seems pretty cool, can't wait to get the figures of them. And I think they are pretty cool, I'd say, and the designs look really cool, I'd say. And I'm interested to see what they do with these characters, or like these like designs and suits. And again, I think it's just like sort of like the case with the Krang situation, where even though it's happening in this issue, looks pretty cool, I'd say. It's just gonna be interesting to see what they do in the next issue, and if they do anything for like say something like a third volume or this crossover, which I got a feeling they will. But even then, it's all one of those things with, oh, will they still keep the Power Ranger X things, or will it be a new Power Ranger or something like that? So I've got all these different questions. I don't know if they'll be answered, but either way, it seems pretty cool with what they're doing so far with these Power Rangers. And yeah. Overall, I have to say that this issue was really great. I did quite enjoy seeing quite a lot of different things in this issue. I really did enjoy the Green Power Ranger going up against Leatherhead, and do think that there's like a lot of really great things which I have set up for the next issue, which could be great depending on what they do with it, such as like the Megazord Krang, as well as the Power X Turtles. I think there's a lot of potential here to be a really great finale, but I think it just depends on what they do with everything. So yeah, like so far, I'm sort of like on the fence whether it will be a good final issue or not. I'm hoping that it will be, but you just never know with these type of things. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this issue. Did you enjoy it? Did you not? And yeah, so that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do like something, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.